Did somebody say
MTV SHUGA season 2?
hey guys, I am back and you guys miss me. I have been dying for this new season. The minute I found out about it, I was like, I know this is a job for me. This is a job for me. I am really excited to see what they bring for the new season because, as many people know, if you follow my YouTube, I was not a fan of the first season. And I know I left you guys hanging. I only posted episode 1 and 2, like my reactions. But let me tell you, life just has a way of screwing me over. Like that airplane right now. Life has a way of screwing me over because tell me why I recorded every single episode reaction, episode 3 and 4, 5 and 6. I didn't record 7 because by that time I was done with the series. Like, I did not want anything to do with it. It brought out a rage in me I never thought I could have. So yeah, my files got destroyed. Yeah, and I pressed something, they were deleted. And I was so upset because episode 3 and 4 was done. Like, it was edited, start to finish, completed, polished. I just needed to hit export. But something happened and I lost my files. I'm still kind of hopeful that I'll be able to retrieve them and still put out those episode reactions. But yeah, I don't even want to get into it because it just breaks my heart. But today we're going to do a bit of a recap. We're going to watch the whole of season 1 again because, truth be told, I cannot remember anything about this show, like, at all. Like, okay, I watched my episode 1 and 2 reactions over and over again, and if you want to watch them, they'll be here. But I just cannot bring myself to rewatch it. But since now season 2 is out and I want to do reactions, I'm going to do a full kind of recap and my thoughts about it, or like trying to remember what I had said in those reaction videos. So far, I'm in episode 8, and I'm slowly remembering why this show infuriates me so much. I don't know if I'm gonna survive.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I've finished the whole recap, like rewatching to jog my memory. Oh gosh, it literally felt like torture because there was so much lacking from the characters, from the script. Honestly, if I was a 40-year-old who hasn't been in university for the past 20 or so years, this show would be what I think uni is like right now. Oh gosh, the dialogue between characters is so awkward. Like, I can't even begin to explain how the characters feel like they're acting beside each other instead of acting with each other, or like existing with each other in the same storyline, in the same plane of existence. I have points. I'm not sure how I'm going to articulate them in a way that won't sound scattered because there's so much. So let me try and say what didn't work for me this season and what worked for me this season. Number 1, I will always be a Nyokabi hater. Nyokabi is, and this is nothing to do with the actress. Honestly, Nyokabi is such a poorly written female character And I feel bad for the actress because I've seen her in other things. This was the exact same role she was playing in um Volume, church girl, very quiet. Oh my gosh, I follow the rules. And that's such a shame because if I was casting her, I would cast her in something more devious. Like she has the potential to be an absolute like antagonist, but they keep putting her in these roles where she's ati holier than thou. Oh, miss, I can do no wrong, whatever. No, put her in more mean roles. That's what she needs. She needs to be mean. She doesn't need to be a girl who needs to be saved by people. Number two, I'm always a Nyokabi and Salaton relationship hater. Those people do not belong together. What do they have in common? Their relationship is literally a trauma bond at this point. They have nothing in common. He seems like he can't stand to be next to her. She is extremely clingy, and I wouldn't even blame her because he is a boyfriend with no boundaries, flirts with everyone. As it there's just no awareness, and I don't believe what they're selling me. They're trying to sell to me that these people are a couple who's they're just having their ups and downs. No, baby, it's just downs. Literally all they have is just problems in their relationship. There's no point in the story. There's no point in the story where these two are happy together. I dare you to name one, because that's literally not possible. I hate their relationship. First of all, let me just look at my notes because I got notes. Because we have to be honest with ourselves. I have so many notes and I'm just gonna read them because that's the only way this thing will make sense. Okay, one, I forgot how much I hated Nyokabi. The Rachel's stupid matching outfits. No one in uni dresses like that unless you are in a cult. It's so dumb, and it's like Mean Girls from the Timo version of Timo. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, you see here. Why are Salaton and Nyokabi together anyways? The relationship is giving trauma bond. As in, oh god. Also, this is I know this is nitpicking, but this is such a big production, and in the scene where they're giving out the flyers about the new school rules or whatever, there is literally a typo. My thoughts as I was rewatching this, I was like, is that a freaking typo? What the hell is immediately without an E? You've printed out multiple copies of these flyers to give out to the cast, to give out to the extras in the scene, and no one saw that immediately was spelled wrong. Come on, guys. Come on. So many characters literally makes it impossible to care for anyone. Why? As in, I cannot remember any of their names, and I genuinely do not care for what was her name? The girl who owns the shop next to the other girl who was doing feet pics or whatever. Couldn't care less about her love story with her man. In fact, it annoyed the hell out of me. Who else? Yeah, just too many characters and too many side plots. When you have such a big cast, it's hard to fit everyone's story enough in each episode for me to care. I legit do not care. I'm sorry, I do not care. Okay, let's continue. Nasty decorations for the freshers bash. It looked like it was decorated by someone who's never been to a party, or someone who used to go to parties in the 70s or the 80s when they were in uni and don't know that style has changed. Nyokabi makes me so uncomfortable. She is written as, again, her character is so infuriating because we talk about SA and struggling with that in the show, and it's an important plot point because that's what happened to Zena. Yet this is something that Nyokabi continuously does to her boyfriend, and we're supposed to take it as, she's just feeling a bit insecure because he's not showing her love and blah blah blah. Yeah, you can be insecure without making your boyfriend feel uncomfortable. How about that, writers? I don't have to feel like I am being violated by watching this girl trying to initiate something with her boyfriend. Please. So uncomfortable. Like, this is
borderline. Yeah, this is like borderline SA to him. Like he's not comfortable with it at all.
Oh, this show is not written by anyone younger than 40. I hate Odek. That was actually, I wanted to do a rating of like characters I hate from start to finish. I'd started it a bit at the bottom here. Number 1, I wrote Nyokabi and Odek. Number 2, I wrote Wendo and Hanifa, in brackets, her annoying boyfriend, and Dada. Number 3, the Rachels. Number 4, Salaton stroke Asha. The least person who annoys me is Nelai, because honestly, yeah, I just don't have beef with her. And I'm not annoyed by Eric, although I'll get to his whole character arc towards the end. I'm not annoyed by him, so he's also pretty low on the annoyance list, except that one time in the gaming room when he was saying some nonsense. I don't know. Anyways, let me keep reading. Nyokabi dresses like a 50-year-old church elder. No one dresses like that. And that's the same thing that happened to the main female character in More Fire. That's what happened to now this actress in Volume. Like, guys, you can love going to church and love God and not dress like you were born during colonial times. Next. I didn't care. No, wait, sorry. Salaton is a terrible partner. Always clueless. Occasionally but unintentionally funny. I recently rewatched Big Girl Small World, and I was going to do a video on that, and I forgot, because that time I didn't know who he was as an actor, and I saw him in that and I loved him in that show. He needs to be in more comedic roles. Like, if I was casting him, I put him as the funny out of pocket friend, because that just fits his vibe so well. I don't know why people keep trying to put him in like serious roles. Make him silly. Like, there are times in the the episode when Nyokabi is telling him, oh, you never told me you work here, he's like, oh, you didn't ask. That thing is so funny. I don't think they realize how funny that is. We should have more of that.
What about you working here?
Oh, you just never asked.
But he is a terrible partner. He can't communicate for shit. I didn't care for Zena's death. And that's not to say that it wasn't sad. Because again, there's so many characters, at some point you have to shed off some so that you can make space for other people. And Zena's story just wasn't compelling enough. I didn't even feel like it pushed the story forward, which is what it was supposed to do, because the whole chain of events after her death is what pushes the plot. But I was honestly, I didn't care for her, and I forgot about her in like seconds. So her story was supposed to bring impact and light and shed light to SA victims, but I feel like it fell short of that. I talked about this. The dialogue is so awkward. These people who are writing the script have never seen two people talking before, because everything is so flat and so boring. Give me a day to help you envision how this show should go. I promise, guys. Like, give me a job. Next, why was Asha the one announcing Zena's death on the radio? I don't know about other people, but my school used to send out emails. They didn't have one sole person announcing, especially because of privacy of like the families, the people who are actually being directly affected by the death of the family member. They should be the ones to say, like, it should be a school thing, not some girl saying it even though she was her friend. Also, when Asha was talking about Zena during the memorial scene or whatever, why was she talking about how sexy her friend is? Like, that's so weird. Like, that's so weird to say about someone at their funeral. Am I just a square? Like, are we just too conservative? That's just so weird. This person's dead. And also she talked about, she's the top 10 candidate in KCSE. In my original video, the one that got deleted, I was like, really? She didn't really seem like she likes school. I'm sorry, I know it seems like I'm saying Zena is dumb, but genuinely, what are we talking about? Also, there's that scene where Nyokabi is talking to her sister, and all I wrote was, very weird for her 16-year-old sister to know that much about her sex life. Very, very weird. I'm not going to say that teenagers don't know about these things, but genuinely, if you hired an actual 16-year-old actor for that role, you will not have her saying these lines because it's weird. Okay? I just that would put me off. It's so annoying. Next, what is the timeline for this whole show? Everything just seems to happen to the characters. Like there's no timeline. Mara, it's like, oh, 1 month later. Mara, it's 3 weeks later. Mara, it's that night. Like, what's the timeline? I'm so confused. Some matter we're time jumping and it's 3 months together. Speaking of the 3 months time jump, suddenly towards the end of the series, Asha and Nyokabi are besties. That was just so rash. Don't even get me started. It's so preachy, so performative, and very much like sitting in class learning about sex ed and learning about SCIs. There is no creativity to the storyline. Oh god, am I almost done? Yeah, so the timeline is very disjointed. And there's so many useless camera movements. There's a scene where the Rachels are having their Bible study. The camera pans behind the chair and then pans back to the same shot or like to the same character. Like, what happened to transitions? You could have done that and panned it to whatever Nyokabi was doing. Why do we keep having these useless shots? Especially, oh my gosh, I'm even losing my head. What was my last point? Oh, I think that was it. Yeah, so at the end of the day, season 2 is going to be very interesting to kind of dissect. I'm kind of feeling FOMO because I wanted to watch episode 1 and 2 together, like wait for next week, Thursday, was it Wednesday, for the next episodes. I can do two episodes at a time. But I'm feeling FOMO. I saw a review by Cinema Focus. They've said that this, at least the first episode for them, it feels like the characters have more depth and are more fleshed out. I'm thinking about it. Season 1 just felt like it was trying to find its legs. The show did not know what type of show it wanted to be, especially with Eric's character switch. He was a bit of an insult in the beginning when he was like, oh, it's only boys who game. But the tonal shift in the last episode felt unfamiliar. It felt like the show was like, what if we try something else? Let's try and be a mystery. Don't get me wrong, Matthew Ngodo does a really good job of doing the serial killer kind of stare, and I think I've always just enjoyed his performances, or try to. But the tonal shift was just weird. I don't know. Yeah, those are just my 2 cents. This is no hate to anyone in the production team or any of the actors. God knows it's so hard to find decent acting jobs and film work in this country. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking for jobs and building your acting skills. I am going to go and eat now. I am starving. Peace.